I'm Marc Zammit. You're listening to Chris Gordon, rambling of a Hellblazer.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, Hellblazers and listeners, wherever you may be in the world. Thank you very much for listening once again, and thank you for your continued support. Without you, this podcast wouldn't happen. I'm eternally grateful for all the support that you give and that you continue to give, so thank you. These interviews I want to share with everybody that I can, so thank you all. Today I interviewed Marc Zammit. He's a British-born actor, currently residing in London, who is starring in an upcoming film called Pandorica, which is due out for release next year. He's also starred in a TV series called Cosmos this year as well, which had its first season. So without further ado, I shall bring you the interview with Marc. Thank you very much. Alright, cool. So today we've got Marc Zammit online for the podcast. Marc is going to be upcoming in a new production, a new film coming out next year, which is Pandorica. So I'm really pleased to welcome Marc onto the podcast today. So, how are you, Marc?
I think you have the wrong number. No, I'm joking. yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm just trying to find a cafe so I can have a nice coffee while I'm on the Skype to you. That'd be really awesome.
Oh, fair enough. You really got my heart going then. I was like, oh,
it's like, oh my god, you got the wrong number?
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah. I'm a bit of a wind-up to be fair, so be prepared throughout the whole session.
That's fair enough.
I felt walking the wrong way. Go to a cafe, so I'm going to walk the other way.
Alright.
Okay, yeah, let's go for it. So,
Alright, cool, yeah. So, start off with some basic general stuff. How did you get into acting?
Well, I always knew that I wanted to be an actor, to be fair. I must have been about 6 years old, and I was like going to my mum, how do I get on TV? And she was just like, well, you have to be an actor, there are actors and things like that. So I was like, okay, so as soon as I hit the age of 12, I pretty much wanted to go to drama school. My mum found a newspaper for Rhodes Theatre School. Mm-hmm. She was like, oh, Marc, look at this would be good for you. And I was like, yeah, I want to do it. And my parents couldn't really afford to put me in there, but they did what they could to support me to go there. And from the age of 14, I started working as a milk boy to help myself fund to go to this drama school. What was around about like £60 a week or something like that, or a month. I can't really remember. I was going
to say a week's not bad for a milk boy.
Yeah, I was going to say for a milk boy. So I just kind of tried to fund myself to go to this drama school, because I thought if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to sit there and talk about it. From the age of 12, I pretty much, just took its roots, really. Yeah, so that's something I've always wanted to do. Something like that I wanted to do since I was about 6.
That's really
past me. So, yeah.
Fair enough. That's pretty cool. It's really good when you're such a young age. If that's what you want to be from a young age, and then you actually get to do it. I think I wanted to be an actor when I was younger, but I never followed anything through.
It's like one of them things, you know. It's a dream that people like people want to be a dancer, singer, or whatever they want to be, and it's just something that I knew, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm not gonna not do it. It's too much in my heart to just kind of knock it on the head and go, oh nah, you know, I'm going to be an accountant or a lawyer or something like that. I'd probably be bad at that either way. So, but yeah.
I took it in drama and A levels and everything as well, and it's school production. I absolutely loved it, and I was going to go down to sit Lambda.
Lambda. One of my best friends went to Lambda.
Oh, right.
He went to Lambda. He absolutely loved it. I wished I went as well, to be fair. But, you know, there's so many different routes in acting.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. There's one of those, yeah. My parents thought it wouldn't be an unsteady career, so they took me away in a different direction. I regretted it ever since.
And here we are.
Yeah. Here we are. I'm talking to actors.
You're interview. Yeah, exactly. Brilliant.
It's the closest I'm going to get now.
Sure. Nah, I'm sure you'll get there at some point. You know.
I'm not sat in an office doing IT.
Well, that's better than it's better than sitting there doing IT. So you know, you got it all sorted out. It looks like I think all you need now, because I can see you on the Skype. I think you just need popcorn.
Oh no, yeah,
to go with this interview as well.
Yeah, no, sorry. We got rid of our dining room table literally at the weekend. So, which is where I normally sit, because obviously that means I can sit up, and now I can see. Now you just said that you can see me. I didn't think you could. So I'm just.
There's a surprise. Yeah. You're blushing.
So I'm just slobbed out right over my lounge chair at the moment.
Love it.
Oh dear. Cool. So what was your most challenging role that you've done?
My most challenging role, to be honest, is Pandorica. What I've done recently. I've played a fair amount of roles in my life since my acting career. But this was really challenging. I pretty much put a lot of hard work and heart into it because, we had to speak this language called Varosha.
Right.
Now, Varosha's a non-existing place, so there's no language to it, there's no accent to it. So we pretty much had to learn, this diary of monologue of an alien language, the best way to put it. So I had to kind of learn that, and having to learn that and then do it into emotions as well, and all that kind of different levels of tones, and trying acting while you're doing that is, it's for me being dyslexic as well. It's not exactly the easiest challenge either. But I managed to kind of pull it out of the bag and deliver the best I felt I could.
Yeah.
And everyone said that I'd done a great job on the character Ares as well. But not only that is, with the accent as well, there was no accent, and the director said to me, he goes, "Mark, watch Vikings. That's what I want you to do. I want you to have the accent on Vikings." So I ended up not only learning from Vikings, but becoming addicted to Vikings. And I must have sat there for about 12 hours just watching Vikings over and over. And
watching it, yeah.
Yeah, and, getting the accent in my head. And when it comes to the role, that was it's just trying all of that together. Mm-hmm. Well, it was really, really hard. It was really hard. And you know what? I enjoyed it because I don't like the easy challenges. I like something that I can really get my teeth into. Uh-huh. And Pandorica did that for me. And I think it's really going to show what I'm capable, not as just a character, but what I'm capable of as an actor. Yeah. I think this is really going to show what I can do. So I'm excited to see people's views on it. And the cast, the crew, and everyone has said how well everyone done.
All right.
And the comments that I got from behind the scenes as well, where people was just coming up to me saying, "Mark, you've done an amazing job," and I was like, sweat off my head really. So that was the most challenging, I reckon.
Fantastic. I'll come on to that film in a minute to ask you about those ones.
Brilliant.
Cool. Have you ever done theatre work, or is it just on screen?
I've done theatre when I first started because I was at Road to Theatre School. And with Road to Theatre School, what they done is we had a lot of kind of variety shows that we used to do. So I used to sing and dance and all that kind of stuff on stage. To be honest, I remember seeing a video recently. Well, I say recently, but about a year ago when I first went on stage, and it's amazing how much you see yourself not only as an actor but as a viewer as well. How much you actually progress. And there's a video of me where I was on a theatre stage. And I just looked at myself, and all I was doing is clicking my fingers on stage because I was so nervous. But the first time I was on stage, I just clicked. I was like, "Wow, I'm so glad that I'm not like that anymore." Yeah. But I enjoyed theatre, and I actually said to myself, the beginning of this year, actually, I said to myself, I want to get a lead role in a series, I want to get a lead role in a film, and I want to do a theatre job as well. Because I haven't done theatre for pretty much nearly 7 years, 8 years. So I was thinking, I do want to do a theatre show. I want to get something really, really nice, like a nice drama. Yeah. A nice drama theatre production, really. What would be really cool, because I do miss it. I do really miss it.
All right, cool. Yeah, it's a complete difference between theatre and on screen, isn't it? It's different.
Yeah.
It's just it's more intense. I think it's, speaking to some guys, it's the intensity of being on theatre as well, because obviously it's all there and you've got the audio, everything.
It really challenges you as an actor, I think, as well. And it's completely two different buzzes. With your film and your screen work, it's always there. People can always view it. People can always play it back. With theatre, it's the moment. It's there and it's there and then. And that's I do miss that feeling. Obviously, I want to stay in screen. That's the main thing. I want to stay in screen as a screen actor. I want to be more on the TV and film side. Yeah. But I do want to do theatre as well to remind myself of them moments, appreciate the art, appreciate the craft. Yeah.
Yeah, we see a lot of the guys, like I think Keira Knightley's on it in New York, isn't it, for the first time? So everyone wants to do theatre because just to give that different experience and
absolutely.
And even to enrich as well, I think, enrich performance.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Absolutely.
If you weren't acting, what would you be doing instead?
To
Since you were 6, yeah, you don't know, since you're 6
Do you
years
know
old.
what I mean? Yeah, but the funny thing is, being an actor, you go through all different types of jobs anyway, you know, and I think it's a great experience because I've been a barman, I've been a waiter, I've been a milk boy, as I said before on the first question. I've worked in telesales, I've worked as a salesman, I've done any job you name, I've probably done. You know, from a driver to a lorry driver to removals. But I hated every single one of them. But I think if I wanted to do something outside of that, I'll probably. Do you know what? I'd love to be a skydiving instructor. I think that'd be pretty cool. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh hey, I'm going to work today. I'm just going to jump out of a plane again. How was work? Yeah, it was great. The parachute didn't open, but I managed to, get the second one open. It's like, what do you say to that? How was work? Yeah, it's great. Went to 13,000 feet, just tried something a bit different. So I think a skydiving instructor would be pretty cool. Or a food taster, because then I get to go around and just eat. What's it, a food critic or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Something where I could just eat and just get paid for it. That would be amazing.
All right, cool. No, that sounds great. So what's the best advice you've ever been given?
Do you know what? The best advice that I've ever been given is from a director, Lance Nilsson, who I currently work with. On a film called The Journey. Mm-hmm. He told me, he spotted me when I was young. I think it was on the bill that he spotted me on. Right. And he just turned around and he goes, Mark, on your way up, just remember those on the way up because you never know who you're going to need on the way down. Yeah. And recently also what I got was advice was just don't give up. You know, there's so many actors that come into this industry, from people that I've met at drama school and people that I've known in the industry, they just give up. They can't hack the rejection. Yeah. They can't hack. They want it overnight. They want things to happen overnight, and it doesn't work like that. It takes a build up. It takes a pyramid to build. To get to the top. Yeah. And just don't give up. It's if you quit, that's it. It ends there when you stop trying. Mm-hmm. And I think anyone that takes that act, wants to go into acting, go into the acting all in. Don't go in it half-hearted. Yeah. Go in it with the mentality of thinking I am not going to stop until I'm on my deathbed. And eventually your opportunities will come and your name will get around. And so that's the best advice I've been given, and the best advice that I can give anyone else, to be honest. Yeah, no, that's really, really sound advice. It's actually advice that I'll take as well at the moment. But like I said, I've been an IT manager for so bloody long. Since I started doing this podcast, and obviously got to speak to the likes of yourself and other guys as well. And it's been I absolutely love it. I think it's, and I'm trying to now. I want to try and build up, and that's what I'm trying to do: is build up and build up. Is this what the podcast is about? You just try and get us. The real question you want is the advice. So, guys, what do you advise me? Yeah. Give me some advice. Let me get picked up. But do you know what it is as well? It's because when you don't give up, you only grow and grow and get better. You better yourself. And, so many people create reasons why they can't do something rather than why they can. Mm-hmm. Every time I speak to actors, they go, oh, but I can't do that because I can't afford it. I was at the age of 14 and I said to myself, my parents couldn't really support me that much. So I got myself a job to overcome that. I created that obstacle. And it's people saying, well, I think it's too late. Well, it's only too late if you make it too late. So many people create reasons why they can't. And it's just about, they've got to ask themselves why they can and why they will, Yeah. And some people try and talk you out of things, and you just have to show them, like, no, this is what I want to do, this is what I'm going to do, So, cool. Yeah. No, I can talk for England, can't I? Sorry. Go on, no, it's all right, Karen. No, please. I was just quite happy listening. It's fine, don't worry. Listening to the buses in the background as well. I can hear them. I'm just walking in the street. I'm outside a cafe, but I'm deciding not to go in. So okay. I realised when I walked in, everyone could hear me go was, I'd be like a skydiver instructor. So it didn't really go down well. Yeah, it'll look good on your, it'll look good drinking your coffee, wouldn't it? Yeah. So you've just walked all that way for now, really, haven't you? Yeah. Well, just sitting there saying I'll jump out of plane 13,000 feet. I think the looks wasn't that great, to be honest. People thinking, what is he talking about? Yeah, probably not the wisest thing at the moment either. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Cool. Right, go and move on quickly from that. Right, go for it. On to your career now. So you've been active for a good few years on screen. What would you you've already answered that one, haven't you? With Pandorica, what would you consider your greatest role?
Would that be?
Yeah. I'd say Pandorica is like, to be fair, is my greatest role recently. Because the cast, the crew, and everyone was just absolutely amazing. And the role was just it was something that I just wanted. Because I'm a fan of Game of Thrones.
Right.
I'm a fan of Vikings. I really love like my medieval stuff like Skyrim, even games, you know.
Yeah.
And then to have something like that, I was like, wow, this is what I've been waiting for. This is it, you know. So yeah, it really kind of put the cherry on the top for my career for that role.
All right.
But other than that, I'd say probably the journey as well, because I got to work with Jason Fleming on that, and I've always loved Jason Fleming's work, you know, and Benjamin Button's, obviously Lock, Stock, you know. To work with him was an absolute pleasure, and it was such a great experience. So that just also put the cherry on the top for my career as well.
Oh, fantastic! I was due to meet him. He's going to come to Comic-Con in April last year, or April this year, but he had to pull out for filming commitments, so I was gutted.
No, he's so busy. He's so busy.
Yeah, it could actually have been Pandora.
You never know, yeah. Actually, I think we're booked in for something in May or March. I can't remember. I think it's Area 51.
Oh, right, okay.
We're going to what's going to be really cool. But I think Comic-Con actually come down and interviewed us while we was on set.
Yeah.
Pandorica, what was really cool as well.
Oh, nice.
And Starburst magazine, they interviewed us.
Oh God, I remember.
So that was really Starburst magazine. Yeah, they interviewed me and main character Jade Phoenix and the director Tom Payton. So yeah, that was really
awesome,
cool.
Awesome, cool. So the other thing you've done this year is Cosmos, which is a TV show as well. Now you just said you wanted to be leading a TV series and in a film. And we're going to talk about the film in a second, which you are, and obviously for this series as well. You play a character called Louis. What's the show about?
Yeah, Louis.
Sorry.
Yeah. It's basically it's so hard to explain because when I say it, people go, huh? But basically it's about a guy called Philip Hoy and his wife Amy is in a coma. Now this is a few years ahead of the generation that we are in now. So you're talking maybe 2020 or 2030.
Right.
And what's happened is basically his wife's in a coma. No one knows why she's there. And they're deciding whether to switch the machines off or basically to keep it on to see if they can get any more results.
Right.
And money's running out for the insurance to keep her in a coma, obviously. And then I come along, and I question Philip. I say, why is she there? You know, why does anyone even know why she's in the coma?
Yeah.
And then it turns out that I could reveal a lot more now because obviously the series is out. So sorry to anyone that's listening to this. Because
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, absolutely. And I come along and I actually work for Cosmos. You know, Louis. He basically puts a device in her brain that basically we can go back in their memories and discover why she's there.
Right,
you know,
okay.
we can communicate with her and we find some brain activity.
Yeah.
And then stuff starts to go down. I don't want to tell too much. But then it's
dun,
dun,
yeah, I was going to say, I've not seen it yet. I wouldn't mind watching it. So yeah, don't bring it to me.
You know, we've managed to communicate with her. And then we start revealing the truth. But it's only season 1. So, you know, I don't want to spoil it too much, but hopefully we can start filming season 2, and it's really cool sci-fi. It's a mystery sci-fi. You know, it's very puzzling. It's very gets your brain ticking.
Yeah.
It gives you good cliffhangers. It doesn't give away too much. It's not predictable. You can't really tell what's going to happen or what's going to go on.
Yeah.
You're just sitting there thinking, what the hell just happened there? Who the hell is that? What you know? And that was what I liked about this because it was my first sci-fi. And it was a great experience to play something like that. It was really, really cool.
All right, really cool. Brilliant. It's one I'll keep an eye out for as well then.
Absolutely.
Yeah, cool. Right, so moving on to the reason why you're on here.
Okay, yeah.
This is Pandorica, which I've seen the trailer for it. Absolutely looks really good, to be fair.
Amazing.
It does. I mean, what drew you to the film in the first place?
The script. I'm usually I like with directors and stuff. I get a few directors contact me about being in their films, and you know the first thing that I do ask, because you know I'm more about the quality rather than the quantity. I'm not like really kind of jumping at any opportunity that I can get. I'm really kind of taking my stepping stones very carefully and choosing what I want to be in very carefully. So the first question I asked the director, as soon as they say, are you interested in being in my film? I say, send me the script. And if I like the script, then I'll get back to you. Can I also see your showreel, the DOP showreel, your showreel? Because I want to see the quality of the work that I'm doing. And when I saw the director's showreel, I was sold. I was like, wow, his cinematography is great. The DOP cinematography is great. The direction's great. And then I thought, well, let's read the script. And when I read the script, I was like, wow, love the script. And I went, I'm in. I just said, I'm in. And he's like, all right, well, we're going to audition you. We're going to bring you into an audition and everything like that.
Yeah.
And done the audition, and they said I absolutely smashed it. So they didn't reveal to me too often. And then they just said you got the role, and I think I must have done about 6 backflips in my head. Physically broke my back.
Fair enough. Now that's pretty good to get that feedback as well when you come to an audition, as you know. Yeah, that's absolutely fantastic. So you play a character. I mean, looking at that, I've seen the trailer. Like I said, the cinematography is outstanding. It's just. Even just that 30-second trailer or whatever it is, or 60-second trailer, it just blew me away. It was like, whoa, you drew me in straight away. Where was it filmed?
I don't want to give away too much, so I'm just going to be
fair enough. No, see what you can say.
You know what you say, because it's like it's a reset world, really. So the last thing I want to say is the destinations, and then people go,
okay, fair enough.
Area? I think I know that road.
Fair enough.
No, it's filmed in the UK. It was also some parts are filmed in America as well. So that's pretty much UK and America.
Cool. No, I won't delve too
far. That's pretty much all I can tell you. To be fair.
No. I mean, well, it's all right. No worries. The way it's set and stuff like that, you can tell it looks. It has actually got that otherworldly appearance about it, which obviously, from what you said, the director from his, that kind of.
Well, to be honest, when I was filming, the locations are absolutely beautiful. Like some of the scenery that I've seen, like that you ain't even seen like 2% of it. It's, like it's going to be great. Like just. Yeah, I can't say much, but it's going to be absolutely amazing.
Awesome. Really, really cool. Can you give us a quick overview of the film without going into too many spoilers?
So basically, to put it in a nutshell, because it's obviously on the website as well, what's pandoricamovie.com, www. obviously at the beginning. So basically the film is about a tribe called Varosha. The world's reset, and they train from the age of 11. Well, they train at a very young age to become the next leader of the tribe, Varosha.
Right.
And it goes down to the last 3 leaders, and then they go through their trials to become the next leader. And who will win the trial is the best way that I can say. They don't know what to expect, what's out of the wasteland in Varosha. So they're going out into the world they don't know. So anything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
And they go through their trials, really, and it pretty much is like who's going to become the leader. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know where it is or where they're going.
Cool.
I'm trying to say this in a way that's not.
It's fine. It must be really hard. Yeah.
It's the best way to put it is between like Mad Max / Vikings. It's that's the best way to direct to put it. It's like it's a mix between Mad Max and Vikings, really.
Cool.
I hope the viewers see it the same way.
It does sound like it. Yeah, just sound like it's something good. I won't pry you too much because I'm not trying to trip you up. Yeah.
It's like, so who do you play? What does he do? So what happens in that scene? Anything you can.
No. See, that's what I don't want to be, because I try these interviews, trying to keep them relaxed. So I don't want to trip you up and say, right, now I've got you. Right, I'm going to spread it all around now. I've got you out. Yeah, sell it to OK, sell it to Hello.
There we go. Just ruined it for everyone.
Yeah.
Damn.
No. It does sound a great film, and I'll tweet out links and stuff to it as well as I go.
Amazing.
It's one which I think is going to be a good film. So, what did you like best about filming it?
What anyone would love, really. I've not only just been part of a great film, I've made some really, really cool friends.
Mm-hmm.
I get on so well with the director. We're pretty much good friends, and even the DOP, we're good friends as well. We're actually filming. He's going to be being the DOP on my film Homeless Ashes.
Alright, cool.
And he's going to help me do the teaser and stuff. Obviously, with the director's consent, if he does agree to have George Butt as a DOP on my film, that'd be amazing, because I know some directors like to use their own DOPs, obviously. And yeah, even like the main character, Jade Phoenix. Yeah, she's really cool. She's come like a really close mate as well. She's pretty much stayed at my house like for about 2 weeks, about a week. So we just keep hanging out. Can't get away from each other. So yeah, like, you know, and everyone was just amazing. Everyone just got on really well. Everyone was there as a team to get the film done. Mirror Productions was great as well. They really made me feel welcome to the production. And I think that was the best experience other than being part of an amazing film, you know.
Awesome. So you talk about teamwork there. So did you get to contribute at all to the dialogue, the direction of it all? If you guys, I mean, is it something that?
Well, no. Like, to be fair, obviously, Tom Payton, the director, he did suggest us to leave if we had any thoughts, or he was very open-minded to any suggestions that we had. You know, if he wanted to change any dialogues during the set and things like that. But the director is absolutely brilliant. He really wanted people to make the character to their own. You know, he would deal with people in a different personal way as well. He would personally focus on that person in a personal way to make sure that they get the best out in their character. I thought was fantastic, because, you know, he wasn't just sitting there going, all right, action, you know, no, you're doing it wrong. He really kind of went in, made you feel like he knew what I was like. So if he see me disappear for 3 minutes walking around in the forest, he'll be like, all right, he knew pretty much, like, leave Mark alone. He's trying to get into the role. You know, it's like he knew what he was doing, what was absolutely fantastic. And he kind of left us to build into our own characters, really. And, you know, if we did do anything wrong, he would obviously, not wrong, but anything that he didn't feel worked, he'll say, maybe you should try this instead. But he really left us to kind of create our own personalities into the character. But I think it's very important for actors as well, because, you know, the actors bring out the character, you know, and the directors don't want to direct the actors. They want to leave them to play the role as it is. They only want to direct them when they need to direct them, you know. Maybe like if they need to turn up on their voice, or if they want them to play it down a little bit or up a little bit. Other than that, that's all they want to direct them on, because they know that they trust the actors to bring out the characters. Is that right? Sorry, Tom, if I'm wrong. If you listen to this. But yeah, that's the best way I can put it.
No, that's really cool. Brilliant. I'll just throw one last one in for you now, anyway.
Yeah, go for it.
That kind of brings it. What are you got? Any future plans lined up after Pandorica?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a nice big paycheck and go to Hawaii. No, it's do you know what? It's really weird, because after Pandorica, I really don't know what this can bring to my career. Yeah. And I've already had a lot of interest. And it's going to do really well. I know it's going to do really well, and I'm very confident that it's going to do well.
It should do. It looks really good.
Yeah. You know, it's one of them situations where it's like someone's given me a nice ticket on a train to a good journey, and I have to wait until March, February, or whenever it comes out. Yeah. To collect that, to check that ticket, you know, like.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's more of a waiting game, but I've got my film that I'm doing, what's Homeless Ashes. What I'm hoping to get off the ground,
cool.
pretty soon next year. Also, I've got a part in Pegasus Bridge with Lance Nilsson, who I've done the journey with. Right. So I'm really looking forward to film that. It's a war film about Pegasus Bridge. All right, cool. In France, it was really, really cool. You should check it out on Facebook. It's got a lot of people. A lot of people kind of interested in following their progression, the progress at the moment. Sorry, I'm speaking really kind of weird, because I'm actually numb, believe it or not, because I'm standing in the cold still. So it's actually because my mouth is numb.
That's fine. No, I love like kind of World War II stuff as well. So Pegasus Bridge would be good.
Yeah, I haven't really got much lined up. I've only got Pegasus Bridge, and obviously my film. But I'm kind of leaving myself open for options, because after Pandorica, you never know what's going to be offered to me. And I don't want to take too much projects on now that have been thrown at me, because if I do take them on and then something really a nice opportunity comes along and I can't do it because obviously I've committed myself to other projects. So I'm kind of relaxed. I'm just relaxing at
a few months off just to sort of wait around and see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. So that's pretty much it, really. Other than that, a nice beer to relax for Christmas.
Oh yeah, that would be nice indeed.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
All right, cool. So, yeah, thanks very much, Mark. I really appreciate your time. That's been absolutely fantastic, and listening to you and talking about Pandorica, which I will share out and put the link up to so everyone can have a look at.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you.
All right, cheers. Thank you. Well, what an awesome interview that was. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much to Mark for that. And I hope everyone will check out the links that I will share and for Mark to share for Pandorica movie. Sounds like a great movie which will be upcoming next year. Okay, thanks very much, everyone. This is Chris signing out.